Here are two strategies to pricing a home when you go to sell your property. I'll start with my favorite one, which is price the property a little bit below what I feel like it's going to sell for. So for example, let's say the property that I'm selling is, the market value is $1 million. I will price it at $949, around that, maybe $979, but $949, knowing that I'm purposefully pricing it a little bit below the market value. And the reason why that's one of my strategies is because generally within the first 2 weeks, I will have multiple offers. I have a really good chance of selling above the $1 million. And most importantly, my seller has more than one offer to choose from. And so I tend to find that I can get the best, the highest price for my seller if I have more than one buyer. Right? So if you have more buyers to choose from, you can negotiate with all of them at the same time until you pick one. And so that's one strategy, is to price it a little bit below the market value to drive up demand, bring in all that demand, counter them, and more than likely you'll be accepting an offer a little bit above $1 million in that example. The second strategy, and the last one, is let's say if your home is worth $1 million, you can price it a little bit above what it's worth, so that there is some room to negotiate down. That's more the traditional approach, is to start a little bit higher. So let's say if your home is worth $1 million, you might start at $1,050,000, or super high end at 1.1. The only thing to consider with that strategy is that you're going to have less buyers, maybe just one buyer, and it's going to take longer. Generally, that process takes about 2 to 3 times longer to find a buyer before finding a buyer and accepting that buyer's offer. And there's a chance that you might sell a little bit below what the market value is, just generally because as buyers see a property stay on the market longer than average, they think that something is wrong with that home, and they're a little bit cautious and curious, why is it staying on the market? Am I missing something? Is this a bad home? That's what a buyer is looking at. So it is common that it might sell a little, just slightly underneath what it could have sold for. So those are two strategies of pricing a property. If you have any questions on that, feel free to reach out to me.